Hey folks, welcome back to another Pokemon Master video. And today we're trying out the new and improved Raihan Duraludon. New and improved because, we have, obviously Steel Zone Marnie here. And he fits relatively well, right, with Steel Zone Marnie because of the fact that we have, Ingo Excadrill that could help max out Raihan's stuff and also trigger all Raihan's Sandstorm passives, right? And then, Marnie, Palentines Marnie, who gives Steel Zone. So, you're not missing out on support. You're not missing out on any offensive stat buffs. You're not missing out on, your weather multipliers, right? And then you still can get Steel Zone on top of that. So that's really, really nice, right? So, anyways, the grid we're going to run over here is just going to be a bunch of Steel Beam power-ups, Sands of Time, Stirring Sand, Sand Shelter, I guess, as well, and then Move Refresh, Steel Beam. We do one with Sync as well later, right? How that is Sync? Actually, it's a decent amount. 50% is a decent amount, right? We could do another grid with him sinking as well, maybe, right? So, yeah, there's a few things that aren't like super good, right? Which is for running these two together in comparison to running Marnie Mawile with something like, I don't know, like a little Grimsy or whatever, is just because that Mawile does debuff physical defense, and then Raihan's a special damage dealer, which is very, very rare for steel types. I think Raihan's are only major steel type, is special damage dealer. That's not like Eggmon Magneton or something, right? I mean, unless you want to count this, which I wouldn't, but I mean, if you do, okay, I guess. But yeah, so there's that though, but that doesn't take away from Raihan being the highest damaging, regularly used, regularly moved steel type damage dealer in the game, right? And by that I mean outside of Metal Burst, right? Outside of Kimono Grimsy's Metal Burst, his steel beam damage is very, very good, obviously, in this case. So anyways, let's try this out. We're gonna go full HP parameters as usual against Lance and see how good this is. All right, let's go. Okay, just start off. We're gonna get these training moves in. It's all aboard. Max out some stats there, and I'll chill on Raihan's move here. We'll get Steel Wish and Sandstorm up first, so we get all the multipliers before we Steel Beam. Great thing about that is we do have a steel free move here, so we could spend some gauges both on Steel Zone and Sandstorm and still have enough to queue up the Steel Beam over here, right? Okay, and that's almost 16k on the first hit pre-sync. That is slightly funny. That is slightly funny. All right. That is with the super effective up, but like still, right? All right, let's get a sync in here. Probably have to re-up Steel Zone over here, right? Storm Clout, Steel Beam. Oh god. He is an influencer after all, just like me. He's just like me for real. All right. Let's get the get a Steel Beam in there. Re-up Sandstorm as alongside Steel Wish here, and all right, throw out a Steel Beam here. Ooh, Sandstorm. Actually, I thought Sandstorm would last one more turn. All right, still 11k without the Sandstorm, just Steel Beam alone, right? Which is not bad. I mean, if you're gonna go between, should I do like Sandstorm for Raihan, or should I go for Steel Zone? I'd say Steel Zone is better because Steel Zone does give you 1.5 times in comparison to only 1.3 times that Sandstorm gives, right? So, because it's only Stirring Sand 3 versus Steel Zone's innate 1.5 times, but if you could pick up both, not a bad option, though it is relatively expensive overall. Worth though. Look at this guy. We are out of Steel Zone. Unfortunately, didn't get an MP refresh there, so not gonna be getting any more over here. But still by himself with the Sandstorm is still solid. So wow, another MP refresh there on a guy who has like MP refresh 2 on Sandstorm. There's a few there's a few things though that aren't like the greatest. On top of what we mentioned before with Raihan running with Marnie here, right? Which is that the thing. Also, my Marnie's not an offensive grid, it's a support grid. And the thing is, one thing that slightly sucks a bit is when you look at Raihan's grid, you could pick up that extra 30% on Surging Sand, right? You could pick up, I guess, Sandblaster if you want, right? For sync. You unfortunately can't really pick up Tough Cookie. I mean, you have the energy to pick it up, right? It's just that no one really buffs defense on this team, and it's just like yeah, he could buff it himself with Stoic too, but it's only a 30% chance every hit. So the build up for that is going to be very, very slow, right? So like for faster stages like Mass Mode, I'd probably just go for Steel Beam power ups instead. That's probably a bit more worth it, right? In comparison to going, waiting for Stoic to pull one out, for you, right? So yeah, unfortunately can't get Stoic, can't get everything. I guess maybe in like some super, super long stages, maybe you get like a +4, +5 Tough Cookie in there, right? But on the other hand, super, super long stages, your Steel Zone / Sandstorm might just run out eventually, right? Run out of MP refreshes. So yeah, is there an argument to pick up maybe say Tough Cookie instead of Surging Sand or whatever, right? Surging Sand 3 over here. I'd say sure, but it's just Ingo's just that great of a support, right? Because like, why not just run Ingo? Just because he's very, very, very good, right? Of support. But I mean, the numbers don't change. Numbers don't change, right? This is still 30%, right? And if you bring a max defense support and then you pick up Tough Cookie, that's also 30%. Like offensively, it's the same. I just think generally Ingo's a much better support to slot in there in comparison to some other, like again, you could throw in some other units in there, right? Like a I don't know, it was a good max defense buffer that also buffs special attack. Let's see, defense up, special attack up. I don't recall a lot here, right? Let's see, defense and special attack. Roxanne, because you still need, I guess you don't really need it if you pick up Grand Entry 2, but Grand Entry 2 does cost you 12 energy, right? So also Roxanne doesn't max it out. Unless Roxanne gets a grid in the future, then that would be, fantastic. Yeah, give all that stuff, right? But yeah, there really aren't too many, right? There just really aren't too many. Though I suppose you could go for something like a Berg or Sing Super, since you only need +2 special attack. I mean, you don't need that much RG to get it, right? So, something like that maybe. But yeah, in comparison, I generally probably just would like to have Ingo in there instead. But again, if you want to go for something else that could max out Tough Cookie as well, because the upside to Tough Cookie is well, you don't have to worry about it running out. Right, but also with Sand, you also get some other benefits, like stuff like Sands of Time, which Raihan being a relatively slow unit would definitely benefit from that. Anyways, we're talking way too much. Let's go let's go back and try a Sandblaster nuke with this guy in there, as well as I knock over my drink, unfortunately, and spilled everything all over my table, which I have to mop up right now. Alright, this grid we're just mostly going for the sync. Obviously, I don't have M6 Harrier, so not going to be an AoE sync, right? So obviously, you might won't be doing like that crazy damage, right? On a Steel Beam, although it should still be really good. But like just full going in with the sync. Picked up a bunch of special attack power up nodes, right? Just to buff that as much as we can, and let's go. Also, what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually start with Steel Beam, and we'll save our train move for turn 3, so we also have super effective up. Right, without having to pick up something like I don't know, Spring Entry, I guess, right? All right, yeah, let's just start with Steel Beam here. Start with Steel Beam. Let's get shouted out here. Although I guess it's probably just better to deal with something like Dragon Pulse because it costs less gauges. Anyways, all right, Steel Wish here. Can we keep Sandstorm here? It doesn't seem like we can. Yeah. Alright, regardless. That's fine. Alright, oh, also, I forgot we don't have the, we don't have enough, special attack power up. Never mind, we did. I just forgot we used Sandstorm on turn 3. Anyways, alright, here we go. We'll Steel Wish here. Train move here, and then Sandstorm here. That should, yeah, there we go. That gives us enough gauges. Just start double Dragon Pulse there instead, right? So just going for Steel Beam, because again, we're just trying to check out the sync move damage, right? Okay. All right, let's get that in. All right, there's the SPA, and all right, super effective up. Sandblaster 5, all the sync move nodes, Steel Zone, etc. 25k, which is obviously nothing crazy with the stuff that we've been seeing lately. But as a unit whose sync nuke wasn't supposed to be anything, you know, super crazy, I'd say that's definitely not bad, right? Being a striker and all, on top of just not having great multiplier, because like, yes, you do have Sandblaster 5, but then again, it's only Sandblaster 5, which is only a 50% extra multiplier, which is again not a huge number there, right? So oh, there we go. That's Raihan Duraludon. All right, now let's try a quick 2k clear, right, with generally offensive parameters, strength plus 5, all that stuff. Let me switch the grid back to this one because I like this one a bit more. So anyways, let's try this out. We'll have Marnie contributing offensively, although it's still a support Marnie grid though, but you know, still. All right, let's see. Let's do. Should we start this turn 1? Maybe we'll start this turn 1 just so we can get a Steel Beam out ASAP. All right. There we go. Got a Steel Beam out there. Let's get all aboard in. Air Cutter probably gonna hurt. Ouch. Oh my god. That hurt a lot. That also hurt a lot. On that end. Alright. We'll probably get an Iron Head in there. Re-up Sandstorm before he dies. We might not have, no, not might. We're definitely not gonna have Steel Wish for the sync here. We probably should have done it one turn earlier because I'm not 100% sure if this sync's gonna finish it off because we don't have the sync nuke build here, right? And yeah, Raihan's in some danger defensively. Yeah, all right. So we probably, what we should have done over there was well, a target ooh. Well, I didn't really expect the mid to get taken out like that fast, so I didn't have Marnie target any of the sides, but we definitely should have targeted the left side, because left side attacks first, right? In that case. Alright, maybe we could have used Steel Wish turn 2 instead, right? And when turn 1 shouted out. Which probably is just better. Probably just better, right? But, oh well. Too late for that, I guess. In our case. Anyways, let's get this in. Steel Beam. There we go. All right, get that in. Let's re-up Steel Wish here. A bit way too early, but you know, better barely or early than ever. Is that a thing? No, probably not. Probably not. Anyways. Sync, we should probably sync to Iron Heart in this case. Just so we could get, just so we could get a KO there, right? On the next hit before it attacks. Gives us a free turn. We like those, right? Alright. Get the sync in. And, even though we should definitely sync with Marnie instead, because Marnie's sync is so, wow! Duraludon really can't take a special hit at all. Oh my god. I did not expect Duraludon just to go down in one hit. Wow. Okay. He does lower his special defense, but I didn't expect to get taken out one hit by an AoE move. I mean, it is 2k with like a lot of offensive parameters on the opponent's end, so I guess it makes sense. But Was still not expecting that though. All right. Okay. So let's get a better order in here. I mean, if that's the case, then I guess what we have to do is well, means we have to take out Glalie out sooner. That's for sure. Right? That's for sure. Okay, let's do that. Maybe I guess we could potion Duraludon. We could target Glalie here. Finish off Glalie. Oh my god. Right? Jeez. Okay, get Steel Wish in there. Because this could probably help Duraludon survive. Probably help. Oh. Ooh, whoa, that's not good. I was supposed to click sync there. I thought I did, but apparently I guess I didn't. Yeah, it helps Duraludon survive a bit for one. And also, like, that Aerodactyl's in one-shot range anyways. That Aerodactyl's in one-shot range, so no point not attacking the sides a bit sooner. It's the only slight downside is Steel Beam accuracy issues, right? If we miss, we could get screwed like big time there, right? But because we only have what, 2 turns before they sink, so we have like 2 tries if both these miss. But then again, Iron Head's gonna like finish it off regardless, even if Steel Zone runs out over here. Iron Head is obviously also very, very powerful. So anyways, and it didn't miss, and there we go. Goodbye. Okay, that was a bit more a bit more than I expected, but yeah, this guy, it's special defense can't really take that. It's like what, 100 something, 110 special defense with like -1 special defense on the trainer move, right? Yeah, -1 trainer special defense. But anyways, pulled through. that's what I guess. Hope y'all enjoyed. Guys, think in the comments down below. Like, share this video, subscribe to our channel for some more Pokemon content. I'll see you guys in the next one then.